What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today. And today our opponent is going to be subscriber/follower on Twitter, Matt. I don't know why I said Twitter like that. I said Twitter. I don't know, I say things strange sometimes, but you guys know that. Anyway, we're having a PU match, so I know most of you guys know what that is. It's basically the NU of the NU. That's what I say. That's just, I don't know, it's the easiest way I can think of to describe it. So basically just like a hyper underused Pokemon. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. Before we get into the match today, though, just want to remind you guys of our like goal, which is 70 likes. I upped that a couple of days ago, and it's been working out great so far because of you guys. So much support. I want to thank you for that. You guys are amazing. If we can continue to break those like goals, that would be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that is pretty much that. You guys know that I appreciate you. So let's get into the battle today. I tried to record this once before, but one of our internets crapped out. I think it was mine, so hopefully that doesn't happen again this time. So our opponent is bringing the Arbok, Marshtomp, Glaceon, Torterra, Ladian, and Luxray. So some threats, and he's bringing the Ladian. How amazing is that? It's just, it's incredible. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm bringing Assault Vest, Granbull, Specially Defensive Noctowl, Physically Defensive Magcargo, Life Orb, Physical Glalie, Choice Scarf, Seviper, and Coil Superior. So looking at this team, my opponent's team that is, I'm thinking that the Stealth Rocks with Marshtomp seems like it could be a good lead, or the fast U-turn with the Ladian. They seem like likely leads to me. And my team is pretty weak to rocks, so he might try to lead off with that Marshtomp. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lead off with the Noctowl because Ladian and Marshtomp really can't do a whole lot. And I have the Defog as well. So that's what we're going for here. And I just have to lock in the rest of my team, because it doesn't matter what order. I always, like, for some reason I want to think about order when I'm picking my team, but like it doesn't matter after the first Pokemon, so I don't know why I do that. I guess it's just because I'm strange. Strange. Really hoping the internet cooperates. My internet has been just absolute poop lately, and that is no good. That is no good. Out comes the Ladian to start things off, so no Stealth Rocks. But I can just go for an Air Slash, but I think he outspeeds because I'm not invested in anything. I don't know what this thing wants to go for, but we're going to try to Toxic something. I think he might try to switch out with the U-turn. That would be my guess. Unless he has like Agility Baton Pass, which is possible. And I don't really like that a whole lot. In fact, I don't like that at all. So we will see. Actually, now that I think about it, I've never seen Ladian on a Wi-Fi battle. So I really haven't done that much PU. I've only ever battled in maybe like a dozen PU battles. So it's really not that much. There's the Iron Fist, and that does so much damage. Life Orb Ladian, yes! Yes! Offensive Life Orb Ladian. That is beyond amazing. I don't even know what to say other than that. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. We obviously cannot stand on this because I'm not going to give up Noctowl now. There's just no reason to do that. So I can very easily switch into my Magcargo now. And then I can set up rocks because I'm pretty sure he won't be able to do anything to me. I know these things get Mach Punch. I think they get Mach Punch. Maybe I'm just making that up. That is also a possibility. I could go into the Granbull, too, for the Intimidate. But no, I'm not going to do that. We're going to go into the Magcargo because I have Recovery with that. And then I can set up rocks or do whatever I need to do. He might predict the switch here. I'm not really sure what's going on. Any day that starts off with just physically offensive Life Orb Ladian is just strange. He goes for the U-turn predicting the switch, so not a bad play at all. So he's doing good so far, or I guess doing well. I should be proper with my English. We'll see what he wants to go into here. Probably the Marshtomp because it just hard walls Magcargo just pretty freaking badly. Stompers is coming in. That is the Marshtomp. He's going to be able to get up rocks. Because I obviously cannot stand on this thing. Both of his stabs are 4 times effective against Magcargo, so that's not a good situation for me at all. Really isn't. I don't know what kind of attacking moves this thing would normally run. Waterfall seems like a good attacking move. Earthquake does as well. Ice Punch for coverage, maybe. Maybe. If he has the Ice Punch, I'm going to be in trouble. But I really want to go into Noctowl to try to defog. That seems like the thing to do. So we're going to go into the Noctowl here. I know he's physically inclined, or I guess leans towards the physical side of the spectrum, and Noctowl does not. He is going to go for the rocks here, so we can defog these out of the way right now, or we can roost. Either of those are acceptable at this point. I don't know if he's going to want to switch here. There's things at play. Definitely things at play. I don't think he can one-shot me unless he has Stone Edge, which I guess is possible as a coverage move, but if I am roosting, then that's not really that much of a thing. So let's go for the roost here. He's going to stay in, so maybe he does have the Ice Punch. I don't know. We'll see what he has for me in a second here. He has the Toxic. Okay, Toxic. Not a bad play there at all. And that's going to wear down our Noctowl pretty badly. I'm going to have to be switching in and out here. We're going to show the defog now. And now he might switch now that he has me Toxic. I'm not entirely positive. I would love to have this Stompers Toxic as well, because he most likely is carrying the Eviolite. And that's going to make him pretty freaking bulky. I do have the Superior, though, so I should still be okay if I can't get him Toxic. I guess we'll just have to find out. There's the defog. His evasiveness is going to drop. And he's going to go for the Waterfall here. So that should do a decent amount. Yeah, that does do a decent amount. With lefties and Toxic, I should still be just barely above the 50% mark, I think. We'll see in a second here. Pretty much right at the 50% mark, so that is a thing. Now, he might predict the Toxic here and switch out, I guess, into the Ladian. That has some potential. I really want to go into my Superior here and start setting up coils. That has a lot of possibility as well. I could go into Seviper because Toxic does absolutely nothing. But if he predicts a Roost and goes for an Earthquake, I'll be in a lot of trouble. Because I do have Giga Drain on this Seviper, so that's kind of interesting. Now, what should I do? What should I do? If I can get a Leaf Blade off on this this Marshtomp, he's going to be dead as can be. So that would be nice. But I don't think he's just going to let me get that off. That seems a little bit silly to think that he would just do that. He also might just set up rocks again. That could be a thing. That could definitely be a thing. But I don't want this Noctowl just going down here. He could just spam the rocks again. There's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it whatsoever. Let's go ahead and send Superior out here because I'm going to resist both of his stabs. So that is at least going to be a plus side. But there's really nothing stopping him from Toxicking again. Oh, he is going to go for the Waterfall, though, so I'm actually in much better shape than I thought I was going to be, because there's still no rocks on my side of the field, no Toxic on the Superior. So, yeah, and he's going to get hurt by the Rocky Helmet as well, so that kind of sucks for him. He might try to Toxic me here, although I don't think he's going to stay in. If I had to guess, I would say that he would not stay in, because he's going to be afraid of the Leaf Blade, and I don't really blame him for that at all. He could switch out into the Arbok, though. That is a thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up a coil here to raise my defense and my attack and my accuracy and all that good stuff. The accuracy doesn't really matter too much, although I am carrying the Aqua Tail, so I guess it does have some benefit there. We'll see what he wants to do. I feel like I'm going to have to make some kind of prediction here to get some momentum, because I don't have, like I said, I don't have any kind of volt turning stuff going on, no volt switches, no U-turns. So I need to do I need to make a correct prediction somewhere along the line here in order to get some momentum going. He is going to withdraw. I feel like the Arbok's coming out. Oh no, Seviper. Does he not even? Oh, okay. I was about to say, what is even going on? He doesn't have the. He does not have the Intimidate. I got very confused by the nickname, by the way. That threw me for a little bit of a loop. Not gonna lie. So, he probably is just going to gunk shot me, and I don't know if I can live that even at +1. I really, really don't know if I can live that. That is a problem and a half, because I have 2 Pokemon that are going to be weak to poison. I kind of just need to attack this thing. I can't be playing the switch game, you know, all game long. I need to get off some attacks. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go for the knockoff. We do outspeed, and that does really not that much damage at all. We get rid of his black sludge. He's going to go for a coil as well. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. That is a physically defensive, I think. Or some kind of defensive. Maybe especially defensive. With like, yeah, with coil that would make more sense. I can see why you would do that. That's an interesting set. But I can't really do a whole lot to it. I guess I could go out into Seviper here. And try, no, I don't think I can kill him from that range. Do not think I can kill him from that range, so we kind of just need to like start coiling, I guess. Is that worth it? Is that worth it for me to stay in and coil? I don't know if it is. Because that really didn't do that much damage at all to this thing. Really, really didn't. I could go into Granbull to lower his attack, but if he goes for the gunk shot, that's going to be a huge problem for me. And I don't really like that so much. Like I said, he might have the Earthquake, so Magcargo's kind of out of the question. So Viper's out of the question. This Arbok just destroys my entire team, basically. Something just might have to die in order for me to get rid of this thing. And that is not cool. That is not cool just one bit. Let's go for a coil and see what he wants to do. I kind of just want to scout here. And just, you know, see what his plan of attack is. And he's going to go for the gunk shot. So that's going to do a lot of damage. And, oh, we barely survived that. No poisoning, which is great. So we can go for an Aqua Tail here. And that should do some decent damage to this thing. I don't think it's going to kill it. Because we're just at well, I guess we're at +2. He's at +1 defense. So we're pretty much where we were before. And knockoff really didn't do that much damage at all. So we'll see if he wants to stay in. I think he will, though. Because I don't think he'll want to just give up his boost just like that. I know it's just one boost, but still. You don't just want to necessarily throw that away, especially because he's at the advantage. Oh, he goes for the Sucker Punch. And he's going to take me out. Didn't even think about that. He's going to get hurt by the Rocky Helmet. Did not even think about the Sucker Punch. He was probably debating whether or not I was going to go for another coil or not. But, yep, did not even think about it. It was not even in my thought process. So that kind of sucks. Let's go out into Seviper now. As I'm just coughing all over the place. Because that's just what I've been doing lately. Let's see. My strongest move is going to be the Flamethrower. I feel like I have to go for that. I'm definitely going to outspeed. He only has one coil up, so I don't think Sucker Punch will kill me. We pretty much have to go for this Flamethrower. That's what it comes down to. He's going to go for the Earthquake, I'm thinking. But the Flamethrower, oh my god, he survives. And he's got Shed Skin. Oh, this is not good at all. This is not good at all. What do I have that can hurt this thing? Really nothing. I've got nothing. We're going to have to go for another Flamethrower. We need to try to get as much damage as possible. He is going to withdraw, even though he's asleep, and go into Stompers, figuring that I am locked into it via Choice Scarf. Oh dear. This is not looking so good for me. Ugh. Not looking good at all. Especially with Superior down. He can set up rocks here, I guess. If he really wants to, he can, and I really cannot stop him. I can go into Noctowl. I can do that. But I'm Toxic, and it's just going to be not a fun time. Not a fun time at all. Alright, let's see. If I could get back in here with Seviper and go for a Giga Drain, that would be like best case scenario to get rid of this thing, but it doesn't look like that's going to be in the cards, at least at this point. So let's go into the Noctowl. He might try to like Waterfall, predicting the switch. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not really entirely sure about anything this match, apparently. There's the EQ, so I guess he was predicting something else. He was predicting something else. I don't know what that would be, but was not Noctowl. So that is a thing. Let us go ahead and roost up here. Want to get back up to around full health. He may try to just start stalling out Toxic turns by going for... Oh, no, he's not going to do that. I was thinking maybe set up rocks and make me defog them and that kind of thing. He's going to go into the Glaceon here. And we're going to roost. So we're going to get back up to close to full health. But is that really going to do us too much good? Glaceon is incredibly powerful. Very, very, very powerful. Its special attack is through the roof. The problem that it has is its speed. And I really don't have much to take it on, I don't think. Because a lot of times I like to run Hidden Power Ground as well. So even though Magcargo resists its stab, that Hidden Power Ground is just going to annihilate my face. And that is a problem. I could try to Toxic this thing, but I don't know if I can outstall it. Having my Noctowl Toxic is a little bit of a problem, obviously. So yeah, that is a thing, I guess. That is a thing. Decisions, decisions, decisions. If I could get my Glalie in, that would be great. Because I can then Iron Head this thing. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's try to get this Glalie in here. Why not? I'm gonna resist the Ice type move. I'm not gonna take it that well, but I can take it. There's the Ice Beam, and we'll see how much this does. Oh jeez, oh jeez. Okay, that did way too much. Way too much. So, like I was saying, Glaceon's very, very, very powerful. Let's go ahead and go for an Iron Head here. Yeah, not sure why exactly I'm running Iron Head. I just am. But it works out in this situation as it does a decent amount of damage, and he's going to kill us off this turn. I should have went for the explosion. Oh, man, I really thought he might switch, but that is that. Glalie goes down, and he didn't do a whole lot. Did not do a whole lot at all. I can go into Seviper here, bluff the Flamethrower because he knows that I have it at this point, and then try to bait out that Marshtomp and go for a Giga Drain. That could be, that could have some potential. I really don't have, this is a problem. This is a problem. Big problem. Pretty much have no choice but to go into the Seviper here. He has the Hidden Power Ground, though, that's the thing. That is the thing. He does have a couple of resistances to Sludge Wave, so if I lock myself into that, that's not going to be a pretty picture. The thing that I'm worried about is that if he stays in, Giga Drain really isn't going to do enough to KO this thing, and then I'm in a really terrible position. Like, absolutely awful position at that point. This is bad. I guess I have to go for the Sludge Wave. Do I, though? No, we're going to go for the Giga Drain. Gonna go for the Giga Drain. He's withdrawing. Show me the Marshtomp. Come on, show me the Marshtomp. Stompers, there he is. Yes, finally, a prediction goes my way. And that, hopefully... Oh, nope, he's not dead yet. He's close, though. He's close. We got a good amount of damage off on him there. I don't know if he's going to want to switch again. Or if that's just not something he's interested in doing right now. Lots of moments of silence here because I just feel like I'm not playing too well. So I'm trying to like get myself to focus. It hasn't really worked. I got that prediction and it still didn't even kill this thing because Eviolite Marshtomp is surprisingly bulky. Now, what is the most likely scenario here? That he's just going to let this thing die, or he's going to switch into something, like anything that can resist grass-type moves, and he's got quite a few things. The Arbok's going to resist it, the Ladian's going to resist it, all of that stuff. So we could just get a free switch, and I don't know if I really like that so much. Not sure how I feel about that. The Grand Bowl seems like it could be a good switch. If he switches into Arbok, though, that's not the best switch. Noctowl would be relatively safe because even if he stays in, it's... I guess it makes sense for him to go for Earthquake. Let's go for the Noctowl. Let's go for the Noctowl switch. And I'm going to switch out first, obviously because I'm much faster. I think I'm faster even without the Scarf. Doesn't really matter. He's going to stay in and Stealth Rock away, so I could have taken him out there, and that's just is not what happened. So now I'm going to have to defog again. Really thought he would switch out. I guess he's figuring that there's really no point in saving this thing at this point. I should have thought of that. But I did not. Did not think of that. Not really thinking of much. I don't know if defog at this point is really a good play, because I only have the Magcargo that doesn't really like it so much. So we're just going to go ahead and go for the Air Slash and try to get rid of this thing. Because I am working on limited turns too because of the toxic damage. I need to get something out of the way though. Getting this Marshtomp, you know, just removed from battle is going to do me, I guess, a little bit of good. It's a huge wall out of the way. It was giving me problems. We're almost 20 minutes into this battle, and we really haven't moved one way or the other too much. What am I losing, or missing 2 Pokemon? And he's missing 1? So 5-4 right now. In 20 minutes, we didn't go too far at all. In comes the Luxray, and this thing can one-shot me with a Wild Charge, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can switch into Granbull for the Intimidate, but that's not going to do me a whole lot of good either, because Wild Charge is still going to do so much damage. He probably is a Gut Set. That would be my guess. Alright, well, let's go ahead and... Do I want a Toxic? No, Toxic is really a silly move. I have no switch-ins to this because I don't have any ground types. And I don't have... Yeah, I don't really have much. Don't really have much for this, to be honest. Let's go ahead and defog. He's probably just going to kill me. He's just going to go for the Wild Charge, but I had to sacrifice something. That just straight up dies. Poor Noctowl. He really got beat up in this battle. The rocks stay up. That's a lot of recoil, too. Doesn't show an item, so that's curious. But I guess we can go into... What can we go into? What can we go into? Magcargo is going to be my physical wall, but I don't know how well I'm going to be able to take Wild Charges. He could be banded, too. That is a possibility. We didn't see Leftovers. We didn't see a Toxic Orb or a Flame Orb or... Life Orb, even no orbs at all. Severe lack of orbs going on right now. Let's see. Let us see. There's the thing that I'm thinking about here is that there's really nothing stopping him from bringing in the Arbok, no matter what I bring in. The Arbok is going to be a pain. I really have nothing for it whatsoever. Nothing for that Arbok at all. So what we're going to do here is we're going to switch into Seviper. We're going to start sludge waving things. I'm pretty sure that the only resist he has left is going to be the Arbok, so he might switch that in here, but I have to go for the sludge wave. That's what it is. I think the sludge wave is kind of obvious, but I need to get some kills. I'm down by 2 Pokemon, and it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. He's got a very well-built PU team, and I kind of just threw mine together last minute, so it's really showing here that he knows what he's doing, and my team is just kind of like all over the place. And clearly I didn't know how to use a couple of my Pokemon, because that Glalie, that was a bad play. He's going to withdraw, and the Arbok's probably coming in. Here's the Seviper. I should have went for the Flamethrower, but I really felt like I had to just go for the Sludge Wave there. That's going to do, is that a crit? No, it's not a crit, but it still does, like, absolutely nothing. So, that being said, I kind of want to go into Granbull. I know I have a type advantage there. I have a type advantage, or a disadvantage, pretty much no matter who I switch into, because he has the Earthquake, I'm pretty sure. So, we've seen Rest, Coil, Sucker Punch. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have the Earthquake. What am I even saying? He does not have the Earthquake. We've seen all 4 of his moves. So that means that I'm not in a terrible position with this Magcargo. I can't Toxic him, but I can, like, Lava Plume and recover and all of that stuff. Alright, well, if that's the case, let's go ahead into the Magcargo now. I don't know why I was thinking that we just hadn't seen all 4 of his moves, but he showed it to us, so that's kind of silly. There's the damage from the rocks, which is unfortunate. He's going to be fast asleep. His Shed Skin is most likely going to activate this turn. We haven't seen it yet, though. I mean, it would be great if it doesn't activate this turn. Nope, it does not. So let's go for... I know, I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of this Arbok Seviper thing. Obviously, he's going to outspeed. I kind of wanted to set up the rocks there for the Ladian, but it's just not in the cards right now. That does a decent amount of damage. So he pretty much has to rest. Pretty much has to. Let's go for a Lava Plume again. He's going to wake up this turn. I'm predicting a rest to be coming because a Lava Plume looked like it could potentially take him out here. He's going to go for the Coil. Maybe he thinks he can survive. Can he? Did I just misjudge the damage that it did? I hope not. Or it would be even better if we could get a burn. Nope, he just straight up dies, so Arbok is out of the way. That's a huge problem gone. But he can very easily come in with the Torterra here and start earthquaking things, because I do not have Noctowl around to absorb any hits whatsoever. So, yeah. At least I'm making this a little bit closer of a match than I thought it was going to be. I was really afraid of like the 5 or 6-0 there, just because I was just putting myself in a bad position. He's going to bring out the Ladian. What does this thing have? We have to remember, this is offensive Ladian. Offensive Ladian. That just sounds silly to me. But that's what it is. Definitely offensive Ladian. So I kind of want to just scout to see what he wants to do. Can I survive a hit? I mean, I'm fully physically defensive. Bold-natured, max HP, max defense. So that is a thing, I guess. I should have set up the Stealth Rocks. That's what I should have done. That is what I should have done. Let's go for the Recover and see what he wants to do. Drain Punch. Oh, this is going to sting. That's going to sting. That does a lot of damage. He gets a crit. Okay, so we're in good shape here. It doesn't do nearly as much as I was afraid it was going to. So as long as he doesn't crit, we will be able to stall him out as far as toxic damage goes. So he might actually try to switch out. I don't know if he has any attack boosting moves. I'm trying to think. Does Ladian get access to anything? I really don't even know what Ladian does. Like, the only time I've really seen Ladian used a lot was in on the GameCube with like Pokemon Coliseum, because it was a shadow Pokemon. I don't know if that's sad, but that's the truth. Let's go for a Lava Plume here. He's going to go for the Drain Punch again. I don't think it's going to do over half. Nope, it does not, because we were not at full health there. So Lava Plume is going to hurt, plus the toxic damage. Then we can go for a Recover. So he's not going to be in the best position. He might have Roost. So I'm pretty sure... Oh, I thought that might actually just KO him, and that would be interesting. That would be very interesting. We're pretty much forced to go for a recover here. And he's going to go down to the toxic damage unless he wants to switch out. But there's no reason for me to not go for it. No reason whatsoever. Unless... No, I can't think of any reasons. Cannot think of even one freaking reason. I don't know why it's a freaking reason, but it is. Just is. It just is. There's the Drain Punch. Going to try to get some HP back. So I forgot that Drain Punch... Why was I not factoring that into the toxic damage? He probably will actually live this turn. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Even with the Life Orb recoil, I don't know if toxic damage is going to be enough to take out this little buggy. But we're going to see right here. There's the lefty's recovery, so that puts us back up at about 75%. So that's not too bad. Of course, not enough to live a earthquake, but we're in a much healthier range right now. We're going to go for recover again. Are we? Are we going to do that? Or are we going to predict the Torterra to come in? He might think that I want to go for a recover again. It's very, very possible. This is actually a match right now. I'm actually very surprised. Quite surprised, to be honest. Drain Punch isn't going to do a whole lot to Seviper, so I could go out into Seviper and see what he wants to go into, because I will be faster, and I can just start unleashing Sludge Waves. I don't think that'll just kill everything. The Luxray really isn't in the best of health. I'm trying to remember what the rest of his team looks like. He still has that Torterra around, and I kind of need the Seviper for that, because Magcargo's not going to outspeed. Seviper will, as long as he doesn't get up a Rock Polish. So that is a thing. That is a thing. I really want to go into the Seviper here. I really, really do. What is his other Pokemon? I'm missing one. You got the Ladian, the Torterra, the Luxray. I did not take a picture of my opponent's team. That is a problem. That is a big problem. So I guess what we're going to do is go into the Seviper. He's going to stay in. He's probably going to go for another Drain Punch. Man. I ran out of time because I could not think of what my opponent's other Pokemon was. And that's what you get when you do not record somewhere. Either write it down or take a picture or just remember what the other Pokemon is. It's costing me here. I'm pretty sure he's going to go down. Yeah, with the Life Orb and the Toxic racking up, he's definitely going down. So this is a match right now. 3 Pokemon apiece. We are over 30 minutes deep into this battle. This is turning out much better than I thought it was going to, so even if I lose, this is definitely going up on the channel. I mean, not that I wouldn't post it just because I lost, because I post losses all the time. I posted a loss, what was it, today? I mean, not today for you guys, but today for me, because I record everything like days beforehand, so I don't know what I'm saying. He's going to bring out the Frio here. This was the other Pokemon that I was thinking of. So, what does this thing have? Can't outspeed me. Does it have Ice Shard? It does have access to Ice Shard, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think that's going to just KO me. I don't think. And if it does, I really don't know what my life has come to. Let's go for the Flamethrower. I'm really afraid of the Ice Shard right now because Seviper's defenses are just crap. He does not go for the Ice Shard, so Glaceon is going down. And this is starting to look better. I think we may have just pulled ahead. Actually, 3 Pokemon to 2. Man, this is going to be close. This is going to be close. I like it. I like it. Out comes the Luxray. Oh, he has more health than I thought he did. Well, that is big poop. That is serious big poop. What is he going to go for? What are you going to go for, Mr. Ornstein? However you want to say that. I kind of want to go into Magcargo and try to recover and such. No. That's silly. Because of the rocks damage, I'm definitely just going to straight up die. Do I need this Magcargo for anything, though? No, I do not, because I cannot outspeed the Torterra and kill it or do anything. I'm just going to straight up die. So, out comes the Magcargo. And we're going to basically sack it off. Hopefully he goes for Wild Charge and gets some recoil damage. That would be just fantastic. Fantastic, because every little bit helps. He is going to go for the Wild Charge. And, oh, Magcargo surviving. What is going on here? This Luxray is obviously going to outspeed us this next turn. So, there's really no point in saving it whatsoever. But we're going to go for the recover just because we want to, I guess. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to recover. There's the Wild Charge. He has no reason to go for anything else at this point. He pretty much has to. And we get the Flame Body hacks. Oh, no. That is the... Oh. Are you serious? He's going to get hurt by the burn. I guess that's why it mattered that Magcargo lived. That is terrible. That is absolute nonsense, if you ask me. Not that anyone asked me, but oh my god. It's ridiculous. So I guess... What do I guess? What am I guessing? Am I guessing anything? Really not. Now I have a decision to make. I have Granbull and Seviper left. Pretty sure Seviper can come in here and clean up with a Sludge Wave, but I don't know if a Flamethrower would be enough to kill. In fact, I don't think it would be. So Seviper would either have to come in and start Sludge Waving things, or we can bring in Granbull, but the Intimidate would get wasted. So that is something to keep in mind. Now, if I bring the Seviper out to kill this Ornstein first, and then Sludge Wave the Torterra, it will not kill it. Then I can get an Intimidate off and start doing things like that. Alright, let's go into the... Is that what I want to do? I want to go into the Seviper. That's what we're going to do. We're going for it. I don't know if this is going to work out at all, but we're going to try. This is going to come down to the wire. Oh my goodness. I really thought this was going to be a blowout at first. And you could probably tell it in my mood. I was just really quiet, really focused, really like, oh man, this sucks. But it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to be a close match. Let's go ahead and go for the Sludge Wave here. It's going to lock us into it, which is unfortunate. And he outspeeds because he's Scarfed. That is a dead Seviper, and that is going to be the match. I thought he was banded. He is Scarfed. Wow. Alright, well that is pretty much it, I think. I do carry the Ice Punch on the Granbull, so I guess I still have a shot, but I'm going to have to take 2 hits here. Granted, he's burned and intimidated, and he has guts too. Oh, I didn't even think about that. So the hacks actually worked in his favor, I think. Because I didn't see Intimidate. Yeah, he must be... Oh, no. Wow, okay. I'm just not happy right now. We're going to go for a Crunch because I don't want to miss. He's going to outspeed. He's going to go for the Wild Charge. And this is just going to be a bad time. This is going to be a really bad time. I cannot believe how this match has unfolded. And I can't believe I didn't think about the guts either. So the Flame Body hacks that I was all excited about actually is helping him here. Well, this was an incredible match. I can't say it enough. It's just, I don't know. It's one of those things. One of those things. I can't say that it's my closest PU match that I've had because I've had some closer ones, but this is up there. This is definitely up there. He's really taken a long time to think about his moves here. That's pretty much what I've been doing. I take a really long time, so I apologize to you guys for just taking such a long time, but I really like to mull things over. I don't do it to be an asshole, but I like to just think about what's going on. There's the Wild Charge. Look how much damage that does. Oh, the guts is real. Thankfully, we got the Intimidate going there because we would have been in big trouble. Now, I don't know if I outspeed the Torterra coming in. If he outspeeds, I don't know if I can kill him in one hit either. We have the Ice Punch. But I'm not max speed. So he probably is max speed. I think that's the match. Unless for some reason he's running max HP or he's a defensive. And if he's a defensive, he should be able to live this hit. So I'm pretty sure this is a game. Oh no, we do outspeed. We'll see how much this does. And he barely survives. Oh my god. That was such a close match. Ah. Wow, okay, well, I can't even be mad that I lost that because I had just so many misplays that, I don't even know. I'm at a loss for words. It was an incredible match. So much credit to my opponent for that. Just a very well-built team. He played a fantastic game. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. I mean, I know the first part of the battle is kind of slow, kind of boring, but it got really exciting down towards the end here. I really want to have a rematch with this guy now. I'll put his Twitter link in the description below for you guys because I did take this battle over Twitter as I usually do. So if you do want to battle me, make sure you do follow me on Twitter because that's where I get all my battles from. So that is that. So that's going to be it for this time, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I do appreciate it. And don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because it does help out a lot. So I'll see you guys for the next battle. But until then, game on.